So I have I think a healthy life hack I want to share. I think. So my wife's out of town. My son Jake's at school at U of A. My son Kemp is at school in Hawaii. Just me and Dutch right now. Single dad. I hate when people say they're single dad. Totally living the life of the bachelor, me and the 17-year-old, right? So I had a couple steaks I was going to marinate, but I was like, I don't feel like cooking steaks. So Dutch was at basketball practice, and I texted him and I said, hey, let me know if you want to go somewhere for dinner. I don't feel like cooking any steaks. And he goes, where do you want to go? And I go, I don't know, or you can pick something up. And he goes, how about Chick-fil-A? I said, great. Comes home from Chick-fil-A, and he brings me, and I didn't even know this existed, but it's the grilled chicken nuggets, 32 of them. 32 of them.
That's a lot of nuggets.
It was a lot of nuggets, but they were delicious, and
like
I ate them all.
Like a family pack?
Yeah, it's like a back in the day when I was a kid, man, if I could get a 6-piece of McNuggets, I thought McNuggets were amazing, but the Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets are amazing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then I was full. And I thought, this has to be healthy. Now, there's no green. There's no vegetables.
Sure.
But I was
you
like,
can just get salmonella with that now anyway, so you might as well just go for
with
the protein.
vegetables?
Well, you can. There's all the packaged vegetables. They say are contaminated.
I thought that was E. coli.
E. coli, that's the one I'm
Yeah. Lots of bacteria.
If I went around the room, I'd go, Peyton, what did you have for dinner last night?
I had steak.
Steak?
And green beans, actually.
Kyle, what'd you have?
Chicken and potatoes.
Rich?
Salad from Peter Jungle.
Oh, see? I had 32 pieces of chicken. Hey, and then also, I want to tell you guys, you know how off the air I was talking to you guys about, I bought these, I'm starting to go to this infrared sauna every day, right? And it's 20 minutes of obscene heat at this place called Reset. But it's boring in there. So I could put my phone on something like a podcast or something and then listen in headphones in the infrared sauna so the phone doesn't get turned off because that's what happens. It overheats, right? So I've been taking my old headphones, my normal headphones, like these, but they burn. They're so hot.
I bet.
So I wanted to get the little one, the AirPods. I don't have those, right? So I decided to find the best ones I could find. And I think Rich mentioned Bose. Bose, is that the brand?
I did not. I said Beats by Dre.
Beats by Dre. So I ordered the Beats by Dre on Amazon. That's
He's
right.
like, don't you put those words in my mouth.
Well, whatever brand, it doesn't matter because I went to Amazon to buy them and it said, pay this price. They'll be here by 10 a.m. today. Do you remember that conversation?
Yes. You were so excited because that was pretty quick.
Pretty quick. So it turns out that they didn't come at 10. And when I looked, Kyle, you were like, go to the app. It'll give you up. So I've been a little obsessed with the app. I go in the app now. It says, hey, instead of being there by 10, then it said between 10 and 3. So it's 3:30. I went to go look. Nothing there.
Uh-oh.
So I go to the app. Sorry for the delay. We'll be there by 6 p.m. tonight. Oh, okay. 6 p.m. 6:30 comes. Not there. I go to the app because Kyle said, app says, we'll be delivered tomorrow. Okay. That was yesterday. I'm checking. Now it doesn't have a time. I'm checking. I check. Last night it says, be there by 6. I click on it at 6:30 and it says, so sorry. If you'd like to cancel, your shipment has been delayed. If you'd like to cancel, you can go ahead and cancel and get a refund. I'm like, no, maybe I'll get it tomorrow morning if it's coming down. Wake up this morning, it says, your shipment has been lost.
Oh, no.
That only happens to you.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how do these things happen to you, John?
It only happens to
I took a
Johnjay.
screenshot of it. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, how come why is it lost?
Although I do kind of feel like Amazon's been
package
slacking.
May have been lost.
Yeah?
My headphones, my little earphones.
What the heck?
I could have just gone to the Apple store, bottom of
Literally.
it. But
Can you send
Amazon,
another one?
I'm telling you, Bezos, you got to rethink this whole thing.
That really only happens to Johnjay, and it's always around electronics, and it's usually around electronics that I recommend for him. I don't know how, I don't know why,
Right?
but you are somehow cursed when I suggest an electronic for you.
I know.
But please get those.
Well,
They're
speaking
good.
of electronics, so my wife's out of town. She's in Hawaii, right? And in the morning, my wife wakes up my kids to go to school, but she's gone. So my son Dutch, he trains every morning before school. He gets up like at 5:15 in the morning. She would wake him up, or he uses his cell phone. But presently, I take his cell phone at night because he'll be Snapchatting with girls until 2 in the morning and he gets up at 5.
Right, okay.
So I'm taking his phone away at night. But now I have to figure out a way to wake him up because my wife's not here. So I grabbed her alarm clock, and she's got an old school alarm clock. And it's funny when you think of young Gen Zers. Like, they only know an alarm clock most likely from their phone.
Sure.
Which is either play a song or a beautiful song, right? My wife's alarm clock, right?
Yep.
So the last 2 days, Dutch hops out of bed like it's a military wake-up, and he says it feels like there's an atomic bomb coming. It makes him immediately angry, and he's pissed off. And I'm like, oh, yeah, man, that's how it works, man.
That's how we all grew up. That's the way.
I almost feel like that's a game we should play, like alarm clock sounds or something. Because
like
the
this guy.
alarm,
Thing.
It's annoying as
And
hell.
it stresses you out.
So stressed.
It really does. And it's so funny because it's like on the iPhone, it gradually gets louder.
Mm-hmm.
And that alarm clock is just so loud, piercing for no reason.
And it's a noise that we all know.
Yeah.
And if I play for you, know.
Yeah.
And it's like, but to see him hop out of bed. So now what I did is I turned on that alarm too because I don't want him to miss practice. And then I put his phone back in his room when I
that's
leave,
nice.
so it'll wake him up nicely. But I don't know which one goes off first.
Doesn't the Oura Ring do something for you? Doesn't that vibrate your hand or something like that to wake you up? Doesn't he wear one of those?
I don't think so. I have an Oura Ring, but I have one of the first generations one, and I don't know of it doing that. But did you see Jason Derulo's video with the Oura Ring? Jason Derulo has an Oura Ring on, right? And he's made, and you know how he's pretty much famous now for TikTok. He posts his TikTok of him with the Oura Ring, and he goes to lift weights, which they want you to do. I wear it just for sleep. And it gets stuck on his finger, and his finger gets swollen. And he's like in Europe or something, and he gets rushed to the hospital, and it takes a day for them to laser the ring off his finger, and his finger's just humongous, and, and he's screaming and yelling.
Really?
That's bad
That's
for
not
the
a
Oura
very
Ring.
good ad for
Not
for
a
the
very
Oura
good
Ring.
ad for the Oura Ring.
No.
It looks like he's doing an ad for the Oura Ring. It really does, but it backfired completely.
Yikes.
'Cause it
Then at
makes
the
me-
end, does it say whoop strap instead?
Yeah.
Comes off easy.
Yeah.